Hello, my friends. Uh-oh. Wow, that was weird. I do not have, anyway, I don't have it. Anyway, this is, I want to know what you're watching Monday, TV show at the COVID-19 live TV show, because I've just finished a couple of my episodes of Ozark, right? I just finished that. Before that, it was, what was I watching before that? It's so strange now. I can't remember what shows I was watching. I've been watching so many live streams and podcasts and YouTube. YouTube is a podcast like Dan Bongiovi and Joe Rogan and a whole bunch of other people. So it's hard to keep them all straight, but I've been on a bunch of different things. And so I want to know what you guys are watching. And I know that so many are watching this Tiger guy, whoever that is. I may have to start watching that Tiger guy, but in the comments, I put a link. It says StreamYard.com, and then it has a series of letters and numbers. If you would like to come on with me and tell me what it is you're watching and why you're watching it, I want to know why you are watching it. I want to know the highlights. I want to know the details of I don't want to know the beginning and the end. I want to know why the show that you are watching is so intriguing. My daughter last night implored me to watch This Is Us on whatever. I just canceled Hulu, by the way. I don't know if I would be able to watch it anywhere else, but I never watch Hulu. So I canceled it today. You go through your apps. I canceled about, where's my list? I had a list here of about $1,000. Yeah, I know, it's crazy, but this is great. There's a lot of good things that come out of this being sequestered in your home, and you're losing your job and losing your contracts and losing all this stuff. There's some good that comes out of it, I promise you. And I always choose to look at the positive side of this thing, and that is I went through all the apps that I've been paying for years, whether it's $4.99, $8.99, $9.99, right? At the beginning, when you sign up, you're going, oh, I can afford, $4.99, this good, yoga music thing that I want to start doing yoga. So I'm gonna start listening. And so you start paying $4.99, but you only listen to them once. So sorry about, I should have cleared my throat before I started. I am sorry. But then you listen to it for like a week or maybe even a couple days, and you never cancel it. And I learned something great from the CMO of Wave.video that I interviewed the other day on one of my shows. And he said, you know what I do? I sign up for things, I subscribe to things, and then I cancel this. So I sign up for a week or a month or whatever long it is, and then I cancel it right away. And then if I like it, then I go back to subscribing, right? When it tells me a message, your subscription is going to end, then I go, oh, you know what? I really did like that. And then you do it. So he starts the subscription and then ends the subscription right away so that he doesn't get stuck, 6 months, a year, 2 years, 3 down the road, paying $4.99 down the road. And now if you add that up, it's something like, $500, $600. So today I went and canceled an unbelievable amount of apps that I've been paying $2.99, $4.99, $9.99. I think there was an $8.99 in there. There might have been a $14.99 in there. And then even my 24-hour fitness, a couple other things that were like $200 a month that I was been paying for. I canceled them all, saving me somewhere in the neighborhood of about $600 a month and somewhere in the neighborhood of, I don't know, a couple $1,000s a year. Right. And so there is something positive that came out of this whole thing. So, hey, Jenny, nice to see you. So I want to know what it is you are watching. And I'm going to share my screen here and show you a couple things. And so I am so sorry about my throat. I really did intend not to have this going on. But I got to share with you. Oops.
You and I are going to make history.
I know you can hear that right now. Hold on. Hold on. I got to stop it. Bring it down. Bring it down. Hold on. Stop playing. How do I get the stoplight? There we go. Oh, no. Now something else playing. Okay. Shh. Stop. Stop. Some of these video apps, they just start going crazy and they start going on. So I want to know what you're watching because, again, like I said, I've gone through Narcos. There was one of I was watching. Crime Story. Ozark was the one I just recently ended. And I started a new one called The Morning Show, which actually is really good, but they only have 3 episodes up on the Apple Plus application. And so I'm going, wait a minute, how do you only have 3 episodes up? I want to know. I want to know today. I want to be able to go to the next episode. You know, it's really shocking when you have some of those shows that come on and they've only uploaded like 2 or 3 episodes. And then you get there and go, wait, I'm so used to being able to go through 10 episodes in, in a couple of days, or in some cases in a single day. But again, I've been so busy live streaming. I've done a lot of live streams. If you've not paying attention to this particular show that I do right now, which is the COVID-19 live TV show, I interviewed Karen Waldrop the other day. I really wish that more people would watch it. I think I have a couple hundred views between all the YouTube and the Twitch and the Twitter that it's been broadcasted on all the Facebook pages. But it is one of my favorite interviews that I've done. I think she was able to open up about it, not open up that because she didn't share anything that was like personal, but she talked about her process in writing music and what she was thinking about when writing certain songs. And then she played 3 songs and we played her video. And I really think that was one of my favorite interviews that I've been able to do in a long time. And so I'm really thankful for Karen Waldrop to come on. I got another country artist coming on within the next week. And then I have another singer-songwriter coming on who I trained her peanut detection dog. We've been talking lately about the right mic so that she can, at least so you can hear it properly across the thing. So the COVID-19 live TV show, I think, is one of those things you need to add to your watch list because we got some good shows coming up. I'm lining up some people. I know I took a couple of days off, but that's because I was doing some other stuff. But I want to know what it is you're watching. So somebody please join me. Oh, wait. Nope, that's a screen share. Somebody please click on the link and join me. Just connect your mic and your camera to your phone. I know it's late. It's 8:00 Pacific Standard Time. I know some of you are getting ready for bed, but put on a hat or do something. I want to know what you're watching and why you're watching it. I don't want to know the beginning and the end. I don't know anything. I want to know why. One of the things I want to share with you, and I'm going to go back to Netflix here, and I'm going to share this my Netflix here really quick. But Ozark, this one right here that I was watching, such a great show. It is such a great show. I gotta say that what's his name there? What's his name? Hold on. What is his name? You know the guy right there. The star.
Money.
It's a star. What's his name?
The haves.
That guy. Episodes. More details. How about details? Jason Bateman. Jason Bateman directs this particular show. I gotta say, the guy's good. The guy is good, and it is a good show. So if you're not watching Ozark or not watched it, start with season 1 and go through those seasons. All right. So we'll go through that. Dexter, of course, I watched Dexter. That was a great show, and then they ruined it with the ending.
My name is
so horrible. The ending was horrible. I'll tell you. Don't watch the very last episode. Watch the entire season. You'll be happy. Just don't watch the last episode. That I was not happy about. Yeah, Criminal Minds there, another good show. I did love that show.
The
I did watch that.
unidentified subject is white and in his late 20s.
Yeah,
He's
another great show. And then where is the other one I wanted to make sure and share with you? I think it's on HBO, and I don't even have that pulled up. I don't have that one pulled up. But there's another show about Chernobyl. Chernobyl is on HBO. If you don't have HBO, it may be worth getting. And Jenny, you may, I don't know, let me know if you've been watching this or not. But Chernobyl is a really good show. It's a series, like it's a docu-series. And hey, Nabucco, nice to see you. What shows you watching there in Japan? I want to know what you guys are doing in Japan as far as watching shows. And I'm assuming in Japan, you guys are all quarantined also. But Chernobyl is a really great show. I think they've done a really great job of filming it. Almost the way they filmed it puts you in that era, that 1980s era, and the Russian USA conflicts that we were having at the time. There's a little grayness to the video, and when they do show the real life footage and then mix in the what they filmed recently, it mixes well. And the actors they have in there do a perfect job. I really like that show. Now, some of you don't like to be depressed and, have that kind of thing going on where you're showing something that shows like people dying and radiation and all that kind of stuff. But, for me, I kind of get into that kind of stuff and I really do like it. So Chernobyl on HBO, I think, is one of those things you should watch when you run out of things to watch. I think it's really good. And the cinematography, the actors they selected for the show, and the way they filmed it really did a fantastic job. They must have put a lot of money in there. I haven't researched all the things as far as how much they put into it, what it cost to put together, and why they select the actors they did. But I do think it's a really good show. Just to let you know what I have right now, just because this is in the evening, it's always going to be a drinking show, right? We're always going to have a beer or a whiskey or a margarita, something like that. This is a Bullet 95 Rye. Bullet 95 Rye is a really good whiskey. If you don't know, during this pandemic, alcohol sales have gone up. And food sales have gone up. Fast food sales have gone up incredibly during this period of time. Of course, binging television has increased immensely, and then a whole bunch of other stuff has increased. So we're right in line with this particular show. Is that a show, or are you saying how are you too? I'm so sorry, Nabucco, but that could be a show. I don't know. Is that a show? Like, tell me is that a show that I should be watching? Or are you asking me, how are you too? I'm so sorry, Nabucco. I wish I knew. All right, let's go back to Netflix. Let's go back to, gosh darn, I do that all the time. I want to watch this show, How to Fix a Drug Scandal. I think that it looks interesting to me. It's in Recreation. My son and I love Parks and Rec. We already went through all the seasons of Park and Rec. Of course, in Office, we've gone through, and then Breaking Bad. If you like crime, Breaking Bad
White. I live at 308.
is an amazing show.
Lane, Albuquerque, New Mexico, 87104.
Yeah.
To all law enforcement.
You know what? I click on it, and then that's not what I want. I don't want to. Darn it! These things are so hard to do for this show. Hold on. Where did they go?
I was smoking at the
Oh, let's watch this. Well, let's watch this little thing. Okay, stand by.
In the evidence room. I was totally controlled by my addiction.
At these drug labs, a single chemist can do thousands of cases a year. It wasn't really clear the extent to which things had gone wrong.
She didn't realize how many people it would harm.
And it turns out it's not just one, but two chemists. This was one of the biggest miscarriages of justice in the history of Massachusetts. All these convictions needed to be wiped away.
When you're investigating somebody who's tampered with evidence, the scope of this could be very large.
It's amazing the ripple effect of a single person's act.
You know what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that you can hear that, because I have a feeling there is a chance that I'm going to stop sharing. I want to make sure that I click the share the audio part of that. I'm pretty sure I did, but I may not have done that. Let's just go back and yes. All right. Netflix, we're back. All right. Let me go ahead and because I want to make sure you guys could hear what was going on there. All right. Ozark. Oh, let's do the Ozark thing really quick. That should play. Oh, you know what? Let's go through the trailer. Let me show you the trailer of Ozark, season 1. And I want to do season 1 because I want you to know how this whole thing starts. Let's see. That's not Ozark trailer. Here we go.
Money, that which separates the haves from the have-nots. Patience, frugality, sacrifice. Deciding to invest in your family's future and taking responsibility for the consequences of those actions.
Trevor Evans, FBI.
Hi, what's going on?
We believe your husband's partner was murdered.
What?
Let's all stop playing this game, shall we? The lying, the running. Aren't you both tired?
We made a choice to move our family to a more peaceful place.
Mom, what are we doing here?
Your father's laundering money for a Mexican drug cartel.
Marty, where's my $5 million? Someone's going to die. Relax.
Why do I have this feeling we both know that you'd be better off dead?
Marty! We're going to kill your family and be done with all this madness.
Jesus, Marty, he knows the kid's name.
Last chance for witness protection.
This is just another betrayal, isn't it? How long have you been planning this?
You have walled me out.
Money is, at its essence, that measure of a man's choices.
what you do today for our family.
Come on. Come on. That is a good show. It's got Jason Bateman again, does a great job of acting. All the characters that are in there, all the actors and actresses that are in there do a fantastic job. I love that show. Again, those of you that are just joining, there is a link in the comments. If you want to join me and tell me what it is you're watching, please click on that link, join me so that you can tell me what it is you're watching and why you like it and, you know, what your feelings are about certain shows and that kind of stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and stop sharing that screen for 1 second because I want to share with you another show that I just started watching today. And I'm a little upset, by the way, about this show. Hold on. I guess I got to sign in. I didn't have to before. Hold on. I don't know. I just signed in just a second ago. And stand by. And now I'm in. Now it's asking me to put in a code, which I just put in a second ago. How do you like that? When you sign into stuff and then you got to always use these stupid codes all the time. It just drives me crazy. I got to trust my computer. It's okay. You can trust it. I know I'm already a subscriber. I already know. That's what I'm trying to say. But there's a show right here. I'm going to show you as soon as I share my screen. And somebody please join me. There's got to be somebody in there that willing to join me and show me what it is they're watching on television right now. I know it. I know there's got to be somebody that has their hair done or just, again, put a hat on. But I love the show, The Morning Show. And hold on. There's got to be, go to show. Let's see if they have a trailer because I want to play the trailer for you if I can. Oh, here we go. All right. It's a great trailer, a great show. And, it looks like the fourth episode is up. Oh, maybe they just put it up. I just finished episode 3. So maybe tonight I can watch episode 4. But here we go. Here's the trailer. You ready?
8 seconds to you. Cue her.
Good morning. I'm bringing you some sad and upsetting news. And while I don't know the details of the allegations,
She's throwing me under the bus.
Mitch Kessler, my co-host and partner of 15 years, was fired today.
We are facing the biggest crisis in our history.
You know, I hate to tell you this for 1 second. I think I did it again. I think I did not check the box that allows the audio to play. Hold on. I just want to make sure and do the right thing. Make sure people, you got to comment. I see lots of people watching. You got to comment and say, hey, Andy, I cannot hear what you are playing right now. There, I checked the box. And if you did, then tell me that I messed up. But here we go. We are going to play it again. And I'm going to go full screen. And now I know for sure you can hear it. Here we go.
8 seconds to you. Cue her.
Good morning. I'm bringing you some sad and upsetting news. And while I don't know the details of the allegations,
She's throwing me under the bus.
Mitch Kessler, my co-host and partner of 15 years, was fired today.
We are facing the biggest crisis in our history.
My life just ended for no good reason.
We're in the middle of an epic rebirth. Her sell-by date expired years ago. I want you to start grooming some new people.
I don't fit the mold.
What mold is that?
Any mold, really? Your show sucks.
Thank you.
It's
Thank
barely
you.
news.
I want wardrobe tests, screen tests, makeup tests. We need a contract. Where's legal?
Ready? I'm ready. Most people want to trust that the person that is telling them about the world is an honest person. Like you.
Yes.
Your words spoke to America. People are noticing. They want more.
Watching a beloved woman's breakdown is timeless American entertainment.
I just need to be able to control the narrative so that I'm not written out of it.
You stole my life. You left me in the woods with a pack of wolves.
You just think I'm gonna do this?
This chair could be yours.
I don't want your job. Oh, honey, hold
You walk out that door, you are never going to get back in.
The part you guys never seem to realize is that you don't have the power anymore. And frankly, I've let you bozos handle this long enough. We are doing this my way. What happened to your TV?
We had a disagreement.
All right. Well, I think Jennifer Aniston, for me in this particular show, she showed me that she's a good actress. I've seen her, of course, on Friends and maybe on a couple other things, and her character is fairly similar in all those things. But in this episode, or the 3 episodes I've seen on this particular show, I think Jennifer Aniston, it really shows herself as an actress. Now, this just maybe has come with age. I know I was trying to think of another thing, but I thought she did a really good job. Steve Carell and Reese Witherspoon are also really good in the show. I think Reese is fantastic. You can tell why she's an Academy Award winning actress, because I think that she does a fantastic job as in her character in this particular show. Again, I've only seen 3 episodes. Of course, it has to do, I think, in a way with what happened with the Today Show and the guy. What's the guy's name? Those of you that are watching. Now, it's so funny because I see this counter go way up with a lot of people and it goes way down. So I'm not sure, and there it drops down again. I'm not sure what are the things that are causing people to tune out or tune on, is because they're so busy wanting to binge watch their shows. But for those of you that are watching, who is the guy that got fired from the Today Show? He's on there forever. And even back when I used to watch the Today Show before, there was cable. What's that guy's name? But anyway, when he got fired for sexual harassment or whatever he was doing, and it's very in line with that, but I'm sure they take it in a whole new direction. So I've only been able to watch 3 episodes because that's all they had uploaded. And I believe, based on what I just looked at, they've just gone to number 4. But I thought that was a really cool show. They're in Apple TV Plus. I think they have a couple good shows. Another one is C. If you're in the Apple Plus. Now, when you buy a new phone with Apple, and maybe just the 11, I'm not sure, but they give you a free year of Apple Plus. So the other show, and they have a couple other shows that are unique to Apple Plus. Amazing Stories. I have not watched that yet. The Banker, Defending Jacob. I have not seen that. I don't even know who's in that. We can maybe watch the trailer of that later on. Again, those of you that are joining and don't know, there's a link in the comments. If you click on that, you can join me on the show, because I want to know what it is you're watching. I want you to tell me what it is I should be watching during this time that we are in quarantine across the United States, across the world, essentially. I'm looking for C. C is interesting because it is after a war, apparently, of some sort in the world where a bomb is dropped or some type of weapons are used, which causes everybody, not everybody, but a majority of the world to be blind. Oh, here it is. So I want to play this for you. So I like it. Now, you may not like it, but I'm going to play this for you really quick. But I thought C is a very good show. So here we go. I'll play a little bit of C for you. I thought it was really good. But here is oh, dang it. I want to play. It says play the episode. I just want to go to show. I just want to play the trailer. Where is the trailer? Here it is. Okay, here we go.
Centuries from now, almost all humans have lost the ability to see. Some say sight was taken from them by God to heal the earth. For the few who remain, vision is only.
I was smoking at the lab, smoking.
But after so many years, the power of sight has returned.
What is it? Something's different. Who are you? The children. Evelyn. They have the ability to see.
My children.
They have a power that we would call magical or evil.
We must protect them.
For centuries, we feared this day would come. The evil of light once almost destroyed the world. And now it has returned. Find the children who can see. And bring them to me.
Now, they will come for us.
If we kill the babies, they might leave us alone.
No! I stand with both of us! These children are a gift. They will bring knowledge. They will begin a new world. You are family. We are one. We fight as one. You see,
The moment has come.
It's astonishing how the smallest moment can change an entire world.
Another good show. I really got into that show. It is interesting to think that if there was some type of apocalypse where it caused everybody to be blind except for a few people, what you would learn to do with your hands. Now, this is in the future, and they actually go into places like New York and some other areas where you see the devastation of these cities, these major cities. The buildings are down and that kind of stuff. And now it's like starting from scratch. And the people are building these communities are all blind, and then every so often you have a few sighted people, and they are looked at as the evil people because they can see. And so it's a what's the word I'm looking for? It is a transition from sighted to that the people that are good and prosper. I don't know. People that are the good people are the ones that are blind. And the people that are evil are the ones that can see. So it's really unique perspective. And I did enjoy the whole show, the whole series that I watched. It was really good. I thought the actors, again, did a good job for the most part, acting like they were blind, reading knots. You tie knots in a certain way, and it makes sentences and phrases so you can leave a note for somebody on a tree. And as you come to that tree, you feel the knots, and the knots tell you, the note that is left behind. Like, I went out for breakfast or something like that. No, that's probably not something to say. All right. Again, I'm waiting for one person. There's got to be one person that's willing to click on the link that I put in the comments so that you would join me using your camera and microphone to see what's going on. All right. Another show that I want to talk about, and I have to talk about, I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this one here and trash that out and bring up my Netflix again. And I want to talk about this Tiger something show because I've not watched it. But I'm going to play the trailer and see if I can just decide whether I want to watch it. Everybody's talking about it, of course.
Here is a fact that may make you stop for a second. There are more captive tigers in the U.S. today than there are in the wild.
Let me see. Let's go ahead. There we go. So I'm going to play this to see.
John's a strong silent type, a man of few words. But what a hunt.
At the age of 13, I knew I was gay. And I had a bad time struggling with it. When my father found out, he made me shake his hand in front of my mom and promised not to come to the funeral. So I had a real issue dealing with that. And one night I drove my car off a bridge.
So sorry. Stand by. I'll bring it back. Stand by. Because I have not even watched the trailer to that, but everybody seems to be watching it. Where'd it go? Here it goes.
Here is a fact that may make you stop for a second. There are more captive.
Oh, man. How can we? Hold on. This is not that easy to navigate. I know that many of you are saying, Andy, if you would just do this one thing.
Here is a fact that may make you stop for a second. There are more.
All right, stand by. I'm going to find a way to play. Here we go. All right, I'm going to find it here. I just want to play the.
Emergency. We got an employee that was attacked by a tiger, and he's hurt bad.
All right, I'm going to figure this out. There's got to be a way to play the trailer. Where is the trailer? Mm-hmm.
I was looking at
That one. Somebody tell me. Oh, here we go. The episode's trailer. Aha! I knew it was around here somewhere. Trailer.
It's not every day that a zookeeper went to prison for murder for hire.
There are more captive tigers in the U.S. than there are in the wild throughout the world.
Animal people are nuts, man. They're all crazy. I'm sure y'all got a story to tell.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name's Joe Exotic, and this is Sarge.
He was like a mythical character living out in the middle of Oklahoma who owned 1,200 tigers and lions and bears.
You're man, love me. Man spoken, good looking, love to party and have fun. I don't think we're done blowing today.
I don't think you are.
Yeah, heart and soul and mind. I've learned from them. I can't
If you ever had an enemy in his life, it was Carol Baskin.
Hey, all you cool cats and kittens, it's Carol at Big Cat Rescue.
Carol is the Mother Teresa of cats.
We will end the private possession of these cats.
This is my way of living, and nobody's going to tell me any otherwise.
Carol has an army of people working for free.
She's a plain out hypocrite. She literally does everything that I do.
So Joe says, will you go to Florida and what?
Get up, wait.
What a story. And it got way bigger.
Sometimes they say that I'm the prototype for Scarface.
We're supposed to be sexy and we're luring people in.
You may now kiss the grooms.
You're going to have to kill me to shut me up. This is my first album, I Saw Tiger. There's 28 songs and 16 music videos.
I saw Tiger, now I understand. I saw Tiger, Tiger saw me.
Fergasuta, you and I are going to make history.
I may have to watch that now. That was so interesting. Okay, I see so many people watching and nobody's commenting. Do you guys like these shows? Do you not like these shows? You're eyeballing and you're watching what we're here doing. And then, of course, I have the links that you could join the camera and join me here on the show and tell me what it is you're watching. I have one more thing that I have not gone to yet, which is Amazon Plus. So let me go ahead and share my screen really quick and show you a couple things. I feel like my face is on fire. That whiskey that I'm drinking is now catching my face on fire. Okay, Amazon Plus. Click the share audio. All right, there's a couple shows here that I'm now going to have to look for. You know, the comedians, I used to be a huge comedian. I watched every comedian. I used to take notes on comedians. When I was doing comedy at magic shops and comedy shows and things like that, when I was in my late teens, early 20s, I knew every comedian, and I tried to fashion myself after Steve Martin and Howie Mandel in his early days and a bunch of stuff like that. But you know, comedy's gotten so hard. You can't joke about stuff like you used to. You know, they're way too sensitive. People are crazy. You can't say stuff like you used to. So even I'm more careful than I used to be. And it really stinks. Okay, where's Bosch? There it is. Bosch is one of my favorite shows. And I'm gonna talk about, let's see if I can get it to play the trailer. because you know that's always my thing. I want to make it. It's usually on the end here. So yeah, I wanted to play the season. I like plays in the season one. So Bosch, I'm gonna go ahead and stay on my camera here. So there's not a lot of real. I mean, there's some really good shows. Like you got Narcos, you got Crime Story, you got the old Adam 12, you got the old SWAT, and that bunch of stuff. But some of the new police stories, they're written by liberal hacks who put way too much politically correct crap in there. And that's really not the way police departments are run. You know, if you go back to some of the old movies, like I think there was one called Rookie or something like that. Anyway, there's some old movies, and it really is how things were, right? Dirty Harry is how I, as a police officer, you know, police work is not pretty. Sometimes when you are trying to get the bad guy, when you are talking to people, you don't go, "Excuse me, sir. You know, I wanted to talk to you and find out why it is that you raped all those women, and I don't want to offend you." No, that's not how it works. Listen to me. And some of these shows like SWAT that have so much. I mean, I can't even watch it with my kids because they always have to have certain things in them that now I have to explain to my kids. Okay, listen, children. You know. That's not something you have to worry about, but they're just not the same. Police work, when it's done right, is not always pretty. I'm telling you, that's just not the way it is, because we're going after the 1% of the slime and the crime and the worthless criminals who prey on the weak, right? And it's not always pretty. I just got to tell you. And so what I like about certain shows is they kind of, the shows that I like, you know, show it like it is sometimes. Now, a lot of people don't like it. Now, Bosch is good because he's not politically correct, but you know, he could. I would love to see if they made Bosch back in the 70s. It would be a much better show. But I think for 2020, it is a pretty good reflection of police work. As politically correct as it can be. It doesn't go over the top like SWAT, the current SWAT, not the old SWAT, the current SWAT, or some of the you know, the FBI shows. And I can't even watch them because they are just not, like, everybody's so milk toast. There's so many things about it that are just milk toast. That's not how police work is done. I'm telling you. And it can't be. You can't be that soft when you're dealing with a gangbanger that's been in prison for 15 years. You cannot be that way. It's impossible to conduct really good police work and be, and then to be a certain way, right? You have to be strong. You have to be strong. You have to be smart. And it's not hard to be smarter than the average criminal, but you do have to have a certain mentality to deal with certain people. All right. So I got to tell you that. So that's why I like Bosch. So I'm gonna go ahead and go back to Bosch. And what I like about Bosch is that he has an edge to him, which is probably more realistic as to the way things are happening today. So let me go ahead and play this trailer so you can see a little bit of Bosch. Oh my gosh, really? You're gonna make me sign in? Orale. All right, here we go. Watch trailer.
In a civil society, racism has no part of justice. Torture has no part of justice. You know that there were 1,000 police killings in America last year? Do you have any idea how many cops were convicted of murder or manslaughter? None.
Howard Elias, the famous civil rights attorney known for taking on police brutality cases, has been murdered.
Man ruined a lot of careers. It is essential we clear this case quickly. Let the chips fall where they may.
Help you with something? Nah, I'm here to help. Cops killed Mr. Elias. Why? Because my lawyer was going to prove what they did.
The mayor is concerned this is recipe for a riot.
We get this wrong, the city could explode.
Even if we get it right.
It's lose-lose for you, Harry. Either piss off the department or the whole city.
Let redemption keep you warm.
Where are you on your mama's homicide?
Still grinding on my time.
Spoke with Bradley Walker this morning.
You've been trying to get in his head.
That cold case you're working on. Can I be of any help?
When I think you can be sure I'll reach out to you.
The task force led by Harry Bosch. This is the white man you think is going to drill down to the truth?
I do.
Past lives just catch up with us.
Can't change who we are.
Cops did this.
If any police officer who might have had reason to cause your father harm did it, that's a killer, not a cop.
So you better.
All our secrets come out at some time. Maybe it's your time.
Yeah, I like that show. In the beginning, I wasn't a big fan in the beginning, but it grew on me, and I'm just not sure I was really connected to the actor. But as time went on, I saw a lot of myself in Bosch. Again, don't go crazy, but there was a little bit of this attitude that you all have to have in law enforcement at some point. You have to have a little bit of an edge to you. If you don't, then you're going to get eaten up by some of the bad guys that come, especially the guys that are out of prison, right? You can't go in to a bar fight or into somebody's home that is of somebody that's been in prison. You can't go in there going, "Excuse me, sir, I wanted to see if I could just get you to cooperate." No, you you will be killed. I know that rubs people the wrong way, but I'm telling you that what AOC or some of these other people want us to do as far as law enforcement is concerned, to come in and say, "Excuse me, we want equality." No, that is not the way life works. Listen to me. I've been in some pretty nasty situations, shooting my gun, people shooting at me, and all that kind of stuff, chasing people in the car, that kind of stuff, where, "Excuse me, I just want to talk through this," is not an option. And so when you have a show that really speaks to how it really is and doesn't get caught up in the politically correctness that ABC, NBC, CBS is in, it's so hard to watch those police shows that are on the regular channels, the CBS, ABC, NBC, Fox, that everybody can watch. That is not life. It is painting things the way that, of course, a certain demographic in our world would like them to be, but they're not that way. I would like, and there was a couple times when I had some people coming on ride-alongs with me that were in the press, and this would happen quite often, right? You have people that are in the press. They've gone to college, they've gone to Harvard or Yale, wherever they learn their journalism. Wow, how many proof is this? Journalism. So they've learned journalism and they've gone to college, and they come on a ride-along, and in a 12.5-hour shift, right? They come right along. They're going to go, "Oh, I want to go on. I want to see calls. I want to see how you interact with people," that kind of stuff. In every case that I've had somebody come in that wants to go on a ride along to see how things are, that are in that space of, I'm coming in and I just want to see how police work, they are out of my car within about 2 or 3 hours, because they cannot handle the activity involved in going from one call to the next of a domestic violence, to a rape, to a robbery, to a fight in progress, to a gang issue involving, 2 rival gang members. And by the time that you're done with the first 4 calls of a shift of a police officer, most people who believe that we need to act a certain way or talk a certain way or do a certain thing, they cannot understand the real world, right? They come from this whole entire different thing of academics. Academics doesn't always necessarily translate to real life. And so when I see a show that actually addresses that and presents it in a way that's realistic, I like it. So it may be Bosch in the beginning, I was not really connected to, but it's grown on me. And I think that it's evolved over time. So I like Bosch. I like Narcos. I like Crime Story. I love Ozark. I like the morning show. Those are my shows right now. And I may try to watch that Tiger show already. I've forgotten the name of that show. Tiger something. I already took it off my tabs. But I may try to watch that show. All right. Next time I do this, I'm going to have people primed and coming onto the show, because I can't believe out of all the people that are watching, all of you that are watching, that none of you clicked on the link and want to join me with your camera and your microphone to tell me what it is you're watching. How is that possible? All the people that were on, we had a large number of people watching there for a short period of time. Not one of you had the guts to click on the link and join me on the camera to tell me what it is you're watching. How is that possible? I have a lot of people that are watching that actually have confidence. Where is everybody? It's only almost 9 o'clock. Where'd you go? All right. Well, next time we're not going to do this again. I'm going to make sure and have people lined up. They're going to tell me what they're watching, because I cannot count on you viewers to come on and see what it is we're doing. All right. So that's it. Those are some of the things we're watching. I want to know what you're watching, and I will talk to you. Hold on. Later. Bye.